So we're going to go on board with Search and Destroy on Bootleg.
Yeah, and now how many close games has Optic played today? There have been so many one-flag games, one-round win games in Search and Destroy. It seems like every game they're playing, they're just getting so clutch and just closing it out as Big Timer turns around, looks at us, and just gives us a little face. So certainly Optic playing so many close games this weekend. They're just still holding on to that crown as the most dominant team out there.
Well, that's something I actually spoke to MV Parasite about earlier on. I was speaking to him and I was saying, what is it that separates Optic? Because everyone always says, oh, Optic are the greatest team in the world, etc., stuff along those lines. I said, what is it that separates them? And he simply responded with, they're just the clutchiest team in Modern Warfare 3. And we've seen it time after time after time in this EGL8 Modern Warfare 3 Championship. They just clutch all the time. It doesn't matter whether it's Search or CTF, they come out with the goods when necessary.
Yeah, and certainly with some of the other North American teams, Envy and TKO, and you have Leverage here as well. Those guys come in and they just manage to slip up here and there. TKO obviously still in the winner's bracket after defeating Envy 3-2. Yeah. What a match that was. Amazing match. One of the best I've seen.
Dito 1 versus 3.
Yeah, that 1 versus 3 by Dito potentially was one of the best clutches I've ever seen. But unfortunately, Envy does go down, and TKO is still alive, and they're looking great, actually, playing well with Revan. And now it looks like we're going to kick off this Search and Destroy here on Bootleg. Benson, what are your predictions here?
To be honest, Optic Gaming, one of the best Search and Destroys teams out there, I think, in terms of the way they set up across the board. Their communication is just perfect. They're always communicating to each other. So I would have to favor Optic, if I'm honest. And we are going to be on board with them, first of all, on the attacking side, on board with Rambo with that bomb. And he came into quite a few stuns early on, and he's just seen his teammate challenge, and Scumpy does take down Monksy, and you just see Rambo just trying to check as many corners as possible, and he gets the stick. That's going to give him a nice kill there on Ecstasy. However, Vapes responds by taking down Merc, and we'll just go ahead and change play, see where Big Timer is. As Rambo actually got killed planting that bomb, so nice play there by Tommy. And let's have a look. Big Timer is going to be in a 2 versus 2 scenario. He has Scumpy still alive. Some nice shots there on Tommy, managed to take him down. And Scumpy takes down Vapes as well.
Yep, so round 1 goes to Optic there. What a nice little stick right there by Rambo. I like that. He kind of really fortunate that he predated that side of the door and managed to get that stick. But Optic coming out on top there with Scumpy there on your final kill cam. And we're going to head into round number 2 here.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and switch it up, get on board with Apex.Razer, just show the attacking side. And we are going to default straight on board with Monksy. We'll see the strategies. And it's always interesting. Bootleg is a really good Search and Destroy map, in my opinion, because of all the different strategies. I mean, straight off attack, you can either choose to all rush down the road side, or you can choose to all rush on that platform side. And it's amazing. Just there's so many different choke spots on this one map that I think it becomes a really well-balanced Search and Destroy map. As we see straight away, Monksy take down Merc, and Big Timer respond by taking down Monksy. Tommy does take down Scumpy, though, and also gets the 2-piece taking down Big Timer. So that is going to be a 3-on-1 scenario. Rambo's all by himself, and he gets dropped by Vapes.
Yeah, Vapes with a very nice drop shot right there. So Apex answers 1-1 now in the Search and Destroy on Bootleg. And here you are on the final kill cam. Vapes supporting excellent quite nicely there. So both of them with a little drop shot.
They're a little close there, though. Do you not think?
Yeah.
Very close together. Nice.
Good strategy. It's good teamwork.
Although a 2-piece nade would have been embarrassing, because you were telling me earlier on you actually got a 3-piece
that's the worst when that happens, when you think you're doing great, doing well by supporting your teammate, and then all of a sudden a grenade takes you both out. And now we're still on board with Rambo now for Optic Gaming.
And Scumpy's gone ahead and got a very early kill there on Monksy. And we're still on board with Rambo, although we can see Scumpy does get dropped by Tommy's nade. And it looks like Rambo needs to be a little careful. He does come into contact with Tommy and shuts him down. Nice play. That is going to be a 3 versus 2. It's going to be Vapes. And in fact, no, that's going to be a 3 versus 1. We'll go ahead and change team. Get on board with Vapes, and we'll see where he is at now.
Oh, and Vapes gets taken out there by Merc. Optic, it's so hard to beat these guys when they just always seem to know where you might be, but there you see it, Merc catches a glimpse of Vapes and just manages to get him in the back there.
Yeah, good communication obviously coming from Optic there to spread around the map and try and locate that one Apex player and take him down, but we will stay on board now with Apex as they are on the attacking side. We're on board with, we'll change actually. We'll go on board with Tommy, because at DreamHack, Tommy S&D, it was ridiculous. This guy was just going absolutely in every single round, so we'll give him a bit of screen time, see what he's going to do, throwing those stuns. Don't think that's going to connect just yet. Looks like he is going to redirect his path. Just going to be very patient, and that's something that's important in Search and Destroy. You can't just run around like headless chickens. You do have to play patient at certain times.
Yeah, and look at that shot right through the railing there onto Big Timer as Tommy picks up that kill. And what a shot that was. You barely saw any of Big Timer. Now as Monksy takes out Merc, so the man advantage is 4-2 in favor of Apex, as they are down by 1 round in the search and destroy on bootleg. And there you have it. Tommy with a nice stun right there. Can he pick up this kill? Ooh. No, he cannot. Scumpy takes him out, but excellence right there, Benson, to help him out. Now 2-2 is the score. Close game. Yeah, very close game. It's pretty hard to split these two teams up as well. I mean, if we look at the first CTF lockdown, there's only 1 flag in it. This looks like it could be going all the way to a last round in S&D, so it's very close. But once again, we're seeing that good teamwork from both teams, always having one other player close enough to just help out in an engagement when necessary. But we will once again go ahead, change team, and get on board with Optic. And now we're on board with Rambo, and Rambo, typically the SMG player, you don't really see him use anything else but SMG throughout his entire career. The man that's been around for 4 years playing competitive Call of Duty on the pro circuits. And now Rambo with a beautiful nade. Tommy now takes out Big Timer, so I believe we're 3 versus 3 right now. Rambo seems to be checking a little bit of the flank here.
Yeah, nice play coming from Rambo. 2 minutes 3 still to play as it stands. Like you say, Hastro, it's a 3 versus 3 scenario. And Rambo is just being very cautious indeed. He does see Tommy there. He jumps, tries to engage. Tommy does take down Scumpy, but there was Rambo just to take him down. However, it's now going to be 2 versus 2. Merc takes down Excellency. That is going to be a 1-on-1 now, actually, as Monksy takes down Merc. So it's going to be Rambo up against Monksy. And this is going to be very close indeed. Obviously, Optic are on attack. So the more time that ticks down, the better this is for Apex.
Yep. And I always love 1v1 situations. It's just so much fun in Call of Duty. And there you see it. Rambo picks off Monksy there. Very nice shots with a little bit of a strafe in there as well. It's very typical of Rambo to strafe really quickly back and forth. You see him moving side to side there. And now Optic with that 3-2 lead. And you always want that 3-2 lead. You never want to be on the other side of that. Having that extra round to play with is always so advantageous. And we're going to jump on board with Monksy yet again.
Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and change it. Should we go on Excellency? We haven't seen Excellency
yet.
Yeah,
let's check out Excellence. Excellence is another big name in professional Call of Duty player I've seen play quite a bit. Got to spectate him quite a bit at Call of Duty XP. And he's just a great player. He's been around for quite a long time. So I'm excited to meet him here in Manchester.
Yeah, Excellency just taking his time. Doesn't need to do anything rash just yet, as obviously Apex do have that 1-man advantage. Scumpy dropped very early on in this round, so it is going to be 4 versus 3. And you can just see Apex, they're having to be so very cautious, checking as many corners as possible. It's all about how you're setting up as a team. And it looks like...
Well, we're definitely about to have some action go down here as the bomb does get planted. It's kind of tough. We can't give away too much to the players. As Excellence is putting some shots that look like that was Rambo coming through the mid area right there. Merc takes out Monksy. So 3 versus 3 right now. Bomb is down with 30 seconds left to go. Excellence in a very nice spot here. Let's see what he can do. Merc picking up his 2nd kill, and now Rambo picks him up. And I believe Tommy is last alive for Apex.
Yep, 1 versus 3. 20 seconds left. He sees Big Timer, and Big Timer just waiting, pre-aiming him, and lots of trash talk going across the table. Rambo's very happy. Some high fives being exchanged. And that is going to be Optic Gaming taking it 4-2. So now they are going to have a 2-map advantage in this best of 5.